What up, what up, what up? It's your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. That's right, guys. It's your boy, the Options Boss, sliding up on y'all. I hope all is good. I hope you guys enjoying your day to day. And I hope you guys are ready to study so we can be prepared to get some money this very next week in the market. Now, with that being said, guys, I'm going to give y'all 5 stocks that we need to be ready to buy options or go long and buy shares on Monday, the very next day that the market is open. And listen, guys, when I say 5 stocks to buy options on, I'm not talking about weekly options. I'm not even talking about 2-week options. I'm talking about you want to be going at least a month out on these plays. Now, you want to buy these 5 plays that I'm about to give you either Monday morning or end of the day Monday. And if you don't know why I say either Monday morning or end of the day Monday, what you need to do is get the tier 3 of my channel membership, sign up, and I'll break down exactly why you want to have these by the end of the day Monday. Now, with that being said, guys, y'all already know how I go. Veterans of the channel, go down below, like the video, definitely drop a comment. Every time you do, your support helps my channel grow. And for that, guys, I appreciate you so much. And if you watch the entirety of this video, the YouTube algorithm will love me, and therefore, I will love you. So guys, definitely show some love. With that being said, newbies to the channel, if you're interested in the stock market, if you're interested in trading options, you want to learn how the game go, I'm your boy. I'm the options boss. I'm going to give you the game from A to Z. So what you need to do is you need to go down below. You need to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Click all notifications. And every time I drop these Get Money Jewels, you'll get it first things first, right off the press. So you can put these game plans and strategies right into play the very next day when the market opens. Now, with that being said, guys, the options boss is a lot of things, but a liar is not one. So I'm going to give you guys these 5 stocks. I want you to check out these 5 stocks. I'm going to pull them up. I'm going to show you the charts. I'm going to show you why I think we should buy these plays. And these are not going to be weekly options I'm talking about. These are going to be a good opportunity for you to either buy shares and have it in your portfolio, or this is going to be a good opportunity for you to buy a call, 1 month out, 2 months out, maybe even a leap. And these things are going to print. And when they print, only thing I want you to do is just come back to the page and shout out the options boss. That's the only thing I want you to do, guys. Now, we're going to dive into those 5 stocks. And we're going to dive into those 5 stocks now. All right, guys. So the first of these 5 stocks that I want to show you guys is WIN. Now, listen, WIN, I'm looking at long options on. Full transparency, I already do have a small position with WIN. I'm looking to add on to that position, and I'm going to show you guys why. So, WIN finished the week trading at about a little less than 101, a little less than 101.50 to end the day Friday. So, what the case is with WIN, if you look at WIN, first of all, it's on a huge downslide. And WIN is obviously, one of them things, one of them places where you could do some betting and some gambling and things of that nature. So you have the NFL coming back, which obviously I think is going to be a help. So there's a catalyst. Now, you've also seen DKNG push up. You've also seen Fubo push up. You've also seen PIN push up. And you've also seen GNOG push up. So there has been some precedent for these type of stocks pushing up here lately. Now, the thing with WIN is if you look at the entirety of the chart, we can find some support around 99. So if you look across the chart, you'll see WIN has some support around 99.50, you could call it. So with that being the case, I'm not really believing that WIN is going to go much lower than what it is. Now, if WIN were to lose that 99 area, hypothetically speaking, you could see WIN push down. You could see them push down to about that 96 area. Now, I don't really see that happening. And part of the reason why is because, like I said, these stocks have been pushing up late. And with the NFL starting, I believe that WIN is going to benefit as well. Now, if WIN does push up, what we're looking for, again, trading around that 101 area that they finished the day at, what we're looking for out of WIN is we're looking for WIN to maybe run up. And we're looking for them to go up to about, you can call that 109. And if they so happen to bust through that 109 area, which is still way off of their highs. So if they were able to bust through that 109 area, you could see them going all the way up to possibly around 114. And that's a nice push up. So if you are not in a WIN long play, this would definitely be a good time to get into a WIN long play. And mind you guys, they have a lot of room up. Basically, the gap down, and they have a huge gap to fill if they can get some upward momentum. And I believe that momentum is coming. So I'm looking at WIN to make a move. And I'm looking at them to make a move within the next month. So if you were looking at a long option, or if you were looking to buy shares on a company, if you don't trade options, then WIN is a great company to start with. On top of WIN, guys, I do have another company that I want you to take a look at. And that company is SPCE, guys. Now, again, full disclosure, I'm long here on SPCE. I have shares and I have a long option. I have leap options. But I'm looking to add to that leap option. Now, SPCE just got some bearish news this Saturday. If you're looking at this video on Saturday, they just got some bearish news. So I could definitely see this pulling back a little bit on Monday. However, if it pulls back on Monday, we finished the day trading around 24-ish. So that's already that. And we're already towards the bottom of where SPCE has traded at in a long time. I could possibly see SPCE going down to about 22, we'll call it 22.75. So if you're looking at SPCE, they could probably hit around this area right here. And they're not going to go much lower. Like if you see the entirety of the chart, their chart basically tells you that that's as low as it's going to go. And that's great. So if that's as low as SPCE is going to go, you definitely are at the bottom now. You definitely want to buy calls and ride this thing back up into the 40s, into the 50s, so forth and so forth. If it so happens to lose this 22 area, this 22 and change, this thing could definitely break 20. And if it lost that area, you would definitely make money on some short-term puts. But long-term, I definitely will buy calls right here. The chart tells me that it's about as low as it's going to go. And even if we were to look down further, which I'm not even going to show you guys at this moment, but even if we look down further at the RSI, matter of fact, I'll show you the RSI. If we look down further at the RSI is pretty low. And it's about as low as it gets. It does get lower a few times, a few months earlier. You'll see some low in March, in April, and May. But it hasn't been much lower than this a whole lot recently. So with that being the case, I'm feeling like it's going to be a nice time for SPCE to turn around, get its act together. And with the bearish news today, I hope that SPCE is red on Monday. If it is red on Monday, great time to buy calls at the end of the day. That's the second one you guys want to look at. On top of SPCE, guys, I present to you Square. So Square has been trading real funny, guys. You'll see, if you look at this chart, big gaps up and big gaps down. Big gap up, and I shouldn't even say gap. Big movements up, big movements down. All throughout the entirety of the chart. So that's just how Square does. Now, Square finished trading around that 247 area on Friday. And it's been a very bearish time for Square. Now, when I'm looking at Square, I also see that around this 247 area, they have a little bit of support right here. So Square could technically bounce right here, right now, if it so chose. This is definitely going to be one that if it bounces, it'll probably go up. You've seen it. There's a trend line at the very top. You've seen it test that line a few times. Right here, we had a breakthrough. If you scroll back a few months, you'll see we hit it and then we fell. And if you scroll back a little bit further, you'll see we hit it, we broke through a bit, and then we pulled back. So I'm looking for Square to make another one of those runs, and I'm looking for that run to get ready to start shortly. So if that's going to happen, then what I need Square to do is to get ready to start moving again. That being the case, Square, on top of that 247 area that it has some support, it also has some more, and I'm going to show you where. It has some more around, let's call it, trying to get it lined up about as good as I can, right around this area, if you see where my mouse is. So that's going to tell me it has some around 243.50. So if we lost 247, we're looking at 243.50. Now, if we were to lose 243.50, we haven't been in this area since July. So now you're talking about Square really, really going down to where it hasn't been in a while. I don't really see that happening. So if Square was to have some type of pullback, I'm definitely looking at calls right here. But even at this status, I feel like if I got a long call on Square sometime Monday, I feel like this long call is going to print. So Square is something I'm definitely going to keep in mind, guys, and I hope you do too. On top of Square, I also like, ROKU, guys. Now, ROKU was in an upward trend. You may see this purple line right here, and you'll see it going up. And they were in an upward trend, and then they sort of broke out of that. And usually with the upward trend, you'll see it start to make higher lows, and that's where we were going. And then you'll see as we get over, we broke down. We broke down big time. And we finished the day trading at around 328-ish, I believe. And as fate may have it, we do have a little bit of support right there. But if we were to lose that 328 area, I could possibly see us moving down to 323. ROKU hasn't been to 323 since the month of July, guys. So with that being the case, I don't really see us going much lower than 323. If we went down to there, definite great opportunity to buy calls, long calls I'm talking about. And when this thing goes up, you're going to get back this 20-day, you're going to get back this 50-day, you're going to get back that 200-day EMA. You're going to get all those back because ROKU is a big mover. And its pullback right now is more coincidental just because there's been a lot of love with Netflix lately. And then you had the Amazon TV start coming out and being a thing. So that's really what the pullback was about. But at the same time, this is still an elite company. It still has a great model. And if you go down to the RSI, you'll see the RSI right now is at 33.33. And if you look across, that's about as low as it's been since May. Which means it's time to go back. It's time to turn this thing on. So when I'm looking at ROKU, that's what I see. And that makes me think long calls right here on ROKU is well timed. Now, guys, with all that being said, if you're still here, that means you rock with me. And because you rock with me, I definitely want to give you my #1 play to get a long option on very soon. And this play right here, guys, is going to make us some money. Full disclosure, you can expect me to get long calls on this company and my paid options group chat Monday. Now, I'm talking about, as you see, DOCU, guys. Now, when I'm looking at DOCU, right? DOCU was trending up. If you see that purple line right there, it was trending up for a while now. We're talking about from May, if you go back to the beginning of that trend line, all the way up until about the beginning of August. And in the beginning of August, we started to pull back. And we started to get new lows and new lows and new lows. We lost the EMAs, and we're at the point now where we're trading at 277-ish. Now, if we were looking for some support for DOCU, we could find some support right there at 275. DOCU hasn't been at 275 since about early July. But hypothetically, we got some support at 275. If we lost 275, we do got a long way to go down. But I don't really see us losing 275 because this is an elite company. It has a service that's needed, that's valuable, and especially in this time of the pandemic. So with that being said, I see DOCU going back up. Now, if DOCU starts going back up again, guys, we can look at that first level being, what's that? You're looking at 291. So I can see DOCU running up to 291, 292 very easy. And I can see them doing that in a matter of just one bullish week. But again, I'm talking about long calls here, so I'm not even necessarily talking about weekly options or anything along those lines. But 291 would definitely be an area of interest. And if we were to get past 291, then at that point, we're looking at, you're talking about 296. And again, this is still way off of 52-week highs. So that 291, that 296 is a nice jump from where we are. If we were to get 1 month options on DOCU, I can definitely see these things making money, guys. And you already know I'm here to make money. So I'm definitely hoping that y'all here to make money and y'all here to learn and make money. Now, that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely look at these stocks. Look at the video twice. Make sure you have an understanding of what I was looking at and why I like these particular plays and why I like them long. Guys, you can always be a boss with the options boss. I'm a holler when I holler.